Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mark.
And this is Smokey Steve and Mark.
Why, yes, it certainly is.
Welcome welcome back.
Yes, nice to see you. How are you? And
Happy Wednesday.
Hump day.
Hump day. It feels like a hump day. It's good. It's 12:45.
12:45 on
12:45 on Wednesday, in case you don't know, is exactly halfway through my work week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've calculated it to the minute.
I was off today, so I usually do have Wednesdays off. Occasionally I have to work from home, but I'm usually off Wednesdays. And I spent the day outside today, which we're going to, show you in 1 minute.
You a little bit. We actually had some decent weather today.
We did.
We had some storms. We had some thunder today, but it was hazy. God bless the West Coast.
I know, it's pretty amazing, actually.
Sun barely came out here yesterday.
It was really something else. Yesterday especially, there was a haze everywhere.
It was overcast all day.
From the fires out west.
You could, though you shouldn't, have seen the sun. Just look right at it, because it was so hazy it wasn't that bright on your eyes.
It's my heart goes out to them. It does.
God help us all.
I know. But then today it cleared up. Probably midday.
The storms that we had pushed some of the smoke out, and the sky cleared up today, so it was a little bit better. I was even outside.
Yes,
and I don't do outside. I got bug bites, and it's
I don't know. Bugs don't bother me outside. I'm not certain why.
I mean, I'm not a city boy. I grew up at like the last outpost of civilization going north.
I know, and I am, which is bizarre because I like to be outside.
No, well, I'm not a country boy either. I grew up in a small town. Just a small town.
Godzilla.
He's coming to trash the city.
He is. We had to make an appearance.
He can't help it. Now he's in he wouldn't be in any videos. He would leave the room and go hide in the bedroom because he didn't. As soon as filming started, he would disappear. Now he's a big old ham.
Yes,
and wants to be in every single video that we do.
He does.
So, well, we'll let him. It's fine.
But yeah, I was laying in bed last night. It was about 1 a.m, and I started seeing lights through the windows, and it was lightning.
Yeah.
And then I heard the thunder, and then we did get storms overnight, and so it cleared up a lot of that haze. But yeah, it's so devastating. I don't know.
I mean, we've been luckier than most when you talk about regions of the country that have been devastated by, climate related things, disasters, wildfires, power goes out, half the country froze, half the South froze earlier in the year. We escaped most of that in this part of Pennsylvania, in this part of the country.
Although I don't know if I ever told this story before, but when I first moved here, literally moved here, and I mean this goes back about 10 years now?
This would be 10 years.
10 years ago, I first moved here. We were hit. This NEPA, Northeast Pennsylvania, was hit with all kinds of stuff. We had a tornado, an earthquake, an epic flood. I had never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, you were living a little further south of here, where the river.
I was in the Wilkes-Barre area, which is south. Yeah,
our little river here is a tributary into the Susquehanna River, which is huge. I think it feeds into, I don't even know where the hell it goes, but it's big.
Yeah.
And it was flooding. And when it floods, floods. Floodgates.
Oh, the floodgates. I'd never seen these floodgates before. I've never seen anything like this. And they went into military mode. So there were military vehicles everywhere, and everybody, it was like a quarantine kind of. You weren't allowed out. And these big, big flood walls were up. And it kept the river, it was just amazing. I was standing on top of it, and it was right to the top of it.
Yeah.
It was pretty amazing, and that was downtown Wilkes-Barre. And then, years ago,
they had a huge flood.
It flooded the entire city, and that's when they put up all these floodgates and stuff. But it was pretty interesting. But yeah, that was my introduction to this area.
Yeah, I remember the earthquake because I was still drinking at the time. It was 2011, so it was about a year before I started to get my shit together. And I called because there was a huge kaboom, and we really don't get earthquakes here. Maybe once every 20, 30 years you'll get a little rattle somewhere, like a 4-pointer or less. I called my mother at work. I'm like, did you just feel that? And she thought I was drinking and hung up. And didn't take me seriously.
I was at a
just
bakery.
A touch of the DTs. Sorry.
I remember the name. I was working at a bakery at the time, and I was in a halfway house actually. in Wilkes-Barre, and I had a job at a bakery, and I was there, and we had a hallway that was lined with those metal shelves, you know, like for stock and stuff. And I was standing there, and they all went like this. I mean, for like 1 minute. It wasn't long, but
It was very quick,
and
but
very disorienting. And I'm like, what the heck was that?
yeah.
I thought, what do I get myself into?
Well, the way it was explained to me on TV was that because it's not sandy under here, it's solid stone. It's like take a hammer and hit it into the sand. It doesn't go very far. You take a hammer and hit it into rock, it travels farther and it goes, you know. So since the lay of the land underneath here was more of that, it traveled further and made a lot more. I was scared. I love natural disaster, movies, documentaries, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but of course I don't want to see thousands of people die.
No,
and I don't want to die in one myself. Hence our beach video, where you were ready to go at any time. There was practically cows flying.
There was not.
And I was ready
like that.
I was ready to leave you there.
Yeah, you were. It's on video. Yeah, we know.
It is. Oh, don't give me that. You put yourself in a stupid situation and then cry because I won't die with you. That doesn't count as we do these things together. That's not the same.
Well, I didn't ask you to die with me, but it wasn't as urgent to leave as you were saying. Although we did get
We came to find out. Well, we got wet, but that's not as big of a deal.
Yeah.
You know.
But you're right. There was rotation, so...
There was rotation about 15 feet above my head.
Yes, it seemed like that. So.
Obviously, you can understand my concern.
Overreacting.
I overreacted. I did overreact. But I was worried for us.
Oh, well, that's nice.
You know, well, what am I going to do if you're sucked up into a tornado and spit out in the ocean? I mean, what am I going to do?
There would be nothing.
The car's in your
that
name.
Situation.
I mean,
it is. But you have all the information in case something like that was to happen, so we're good.
I know.
We're good.
Okay. I pay the insurance anyway, so I guess that's okay.
Thank you so much for the kind comments on Mondays with Mark, by the way.
They were very nice.
I was so touched. I was so embarrassed. I was like, I cannot believe... I don't know. Every time I do a video like that, it was a fashion show type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to be serious doing it to make it look funny. And then when I look back at it, I'm like, oh my God, I just can't believe I don't know, you know, but but everybody had very positive comments. They were all entertained and cute. So, all right, that was good. So I did have to say thank you for putting my mind at ease.
I thought it was cute. And it was a lot of work, too. Oh, my God.
They are, I know. I always think, oh, I'm going to do this, and it'll be easy. And it's, you know...
Cut, splice, drop down,
cut.
this. And this is all relatively new. Like, if you notice, the channel initially started, it was mine. And that wasn't part of anything I would have added to any of my videos. They were mostly just talking. So when you start to mix it up and you add different things to it, and you want to make it interesting, and Mark taught himself how to edit a little bit, and he's only learning more.
Yeah.
So he's using more of those skills, which makes for more interesting videos, but a longer editing process.
I know.
So you guys are seeing these probably closer to like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we both
work. And it's like... Ugh.
So they're coming out a little bit later. Even Coffee Talk comes out later.
I'm trying to do them quicker and get them out earlier, but it's like...
You're only home when you're home.
Yeah. But really, it's only for the folks on the East Coast. I mean, really, you go west, you know, it goes back in time a little bit.
It's 6 o'clock in California.
Right.
And it's the middle of the night in Europe, and it's tomorrow in Australia. So,
I don't know when a best time. I don't. We just have to just keep doing what we're doing. I don't know.
It's a global community.
It is.
So, I mean, it's whatever. It's fine.
So, are you enjoying summer? Are you? How about this? Are you hungry? Because we have a really cool recipe to do with you tonight. I just was like, oh my gosh, we haven't even done a grilling recipe yet, and it's the middle of summer.
Yeah, we're going towards the end of July, and we haven't even, not even.
We haven't, no, at all. So, we're doing it today. We are. So, fired up the grill, got it all cleaned and ready to go, and we are going to share with you our recipe for Cedar plank salmon. Oh yeah, and then we're going to do a side dish, grilled zucchini boats.
Sounds good.
Should we do this?
I think we should. I've never had cedar plank salmon.
No, never?
No.
Oh, it's so delicious.
No.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to this. I've never had it
it's
before.
delicious and it's super easy. I always say people get intimidated, especially with seafood for some reason, but it's actually one of the easiest foods to cook, in my opinion. But I don't know.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
We'll see. All right. Let's go outside. Come on.
All right, let's go.
All right, so we are about to make cedar plank salmon. Oh yeah, it's so delicious. So let's get started, okay? So I have the grill all heated up. We are on high heat, all right? And I have my cedar planks all soaked here, and I soaked them in white wine too for an extra burst of flavor. Now you always want to soak your cedar planks for at least an hour to 2 hours before you use them, okay? That means on the grill, in the oven, anytime. Make sure you soak them, okay? So what we're going to do is remove our planks, set them aside, and because we're using white wine, we're saving this, oh yeah, because we're going to make a kind of a marinade for it. So I have a little container here, and we're going to pour that right into the container like so, okay? And that was at 12 ounces of wine too, by the way, okay? Regular white wine, any type will work. Cooking wine, they're all good, okay? To that, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of pepper. Let me get this open here. There we go. And these are approximate. You know, you like a little spicy, put a little more pepper in there, you know. This will be good. All right. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley. Just like so. Okay. Tablespoon of minced garlic. That in there just like that. And we have a tablespoon of olive oil. Right in there. And you're going to want to get yourself a lemon and cut it right in half, okay? And then we're going to lightly juice it because we want to save these. We're going to use these later, okay? So when I say lightly, just give it a little bit of a squeeze right in your hand like that. And make sure you don't get your seed in there, okay? And put it right in, just like so. And we'll do it to both sides, like that. That's perfect. We're going for about 2 tablespoons or so, okay? And then that leaves us with this, which we're going to use later, okay? All right, and now give that a nice stir. We're essentially making a little bit of a marinade here, but we're going to use this throughout the entire recipe today, okay? And that's just perfect, just like so. All right, and now I have some 2 really nice pieces of salmon, if I do say so myself, not bad. And they're each anywhere between 6 and 8 ounces for this recipe, okay? And just plop them in there, just like so, okay? And we'll cover it up now. Whoops, look, it started to melt. Ah, it's so funny. Okay, so we're gonna leave that in there for until we're ready to use it, okay? But anywhere from 15 minutes up to overnight, okay? Now, if you're gonna let it sit in there any longer than 15 minutes, make sure you refrigerate it, okay? Okay, so like I said, we are going to have our grill set to high, okay? And we're gonna be cooking everything over indirect heat. What's indirect heat anyway? Well, indirect heat is just this. It is, we are going to cook our food over a heat source that is not directly underneath it, if that makes sense, okay? Now, why do we do it like that? Because the effects of doing it like that are much like roasting or baking in a regular oven, okay? All right, so to accomplish that goal, I have my grill set to high, and I have the right and the left side on, and the middle section's off, and we're gonna cook in the middle. That's our indirect heat. Now, if you have a nice little rack like that, that can be used for indirect heat too, but we'll talk about that later when we get to the side dish. Oh yeah. All right, so our grill is ready to go, our salmon is ready to go, and our planks are ready to go too. So, now we got to get our yummy, yummy salmon here. Okay, and we're going to put this, there we go, directly right onto our planks, just like that, okay? And like so. Now, if your salmon has skin on it, put it skin side down, okay? Now we're gonna save our marinade because we're gonna use that later too, okay? All right, now we're going to give it another hefty dose of salt and pepper, okay? Just like so, okay? All right, perfect. And that's it, y'all. That's it. It's so easy, isn't it? Now we're going to place our salmons right in the middle of our grill. Remember, indirect heat, just like that. And we're going to close the lid and let that cook for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll check back in on it, okay? So we got about 10 minutes. Why don't I share with you some tips on using cedar planks, okay? Okay, let's go. So here are some tips when using cedar planks. So why use cedar planks anyway, right? Well, let me tell you. These planks infuse such a delicious smoky flavor to your foods, definitely worth giving it a try, okay? Now, where do I get these? Well, nowadays you pretty much can get cedar planks just about anywhere, really. In fact, our local grocery store even carries them. But to make things easier, you can just go right over to Amazon and get them. I got some of these there, and they were only $6 for 2 planks, okay? So normally you have to soak your cedar planks in water for at least an hour or 2 before you use them. But you don't have to just stick with water. Try soaking them in beer or cider or even wine like we're doing today for a burst of extra flavor. Trust me, it is worth it, okay? And now, the soaking of your cedar planks really does 2 things. It helps infuse flavor into your food, but it also protects against it catching fire. Now, if you soaked it correctly, 1 to 2 hours, you should have no problem at all. It should not catch fire at all. But you should always have a spray bottle of water right next to the grill, just in case flames occur, okay? Now, these cedar planks don't just stick with seafood either. You can do all types of other food on it. Try chicken or pork. You can even put veggies or fruit on these babies, and they taste absolutely delicious. And lastly, can I reuse my cedar planks? The answer is no. Please don't do it. Every time you use these planks, the flavor that it infuses into your food dissipates and dissipates and dissipates, okay? Just do me a favor. Start with new, fresh cedar planks every time you use them, okay? All right. And those were just some tips when using cedar planks. All right, let's go check our salmon. I have a helper. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's talk our side dish. Oh, this is going to go so good with this salmon. We're going to make some zucchini boats. Not any zucchini boats, grilled zucchini boats. Oh, it's so good, okay? All right, so to start off, we have 1 whole zucchini, which I cut in half long ways, just like that, okay? And let's see if I have enough space here. Let's take that off. I learned my lesson with burning that, so we'll put it all the way over there. Turn these this way. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is our marinade that we have, okay, give it another little mix there, and we're going to brush our zucchini with it, okay? And this is just for the grilling purposes at first. We don't have to, it's not, you know, we don't have to soak them or anything like that. Okay, and then we're going to open our grill, go there. Ooh, our salmon's coming along pretty nice. Okay, and then we're going to take our zucchinis and we're going to put them on the hot side of the grill with the cut side down and close that baby up. And we're going to let that grill just until the grill marks form. So depending on how hot your grill, that could be anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes. Just keep checking it, okay? All right. All right, let's check them out. Oh, I think we're doing good here. Yes, okay. Here. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, take one there. The other, whoops. And that one, nice. Okay, perfect. Let's get these little, getting some smoke there. Give them a little bit of a spray. There we go. Ooh, they're coming along nice. Okay. All right, so now the magic happens. Okay, so now we have our, it's been grilled, so it has a nice infused grill flavor to it. So one more time, we're gonna take our marinade and brush it over there. I like to try to get some garlic on there too, you know, just for I don't know, it'll taste fine either way, but you know what I'm saying. There we go there. Pretty heavy, just like so, okay? Now in here, I have 2 plum tomatoes, which I have sliced, and we're just going to layer them right on top of our zucchini, just like so. Ooh, guys, if you could smell this. I'm so excited. We're gonna have salmon for dinner. Okay. There, here, put another one there. All right, perfect. Now, in this one here, I have a blend of 3 cheeses. We have Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago. Oh yeah, you guessed it. We're gonna put some right on top, just like this. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, and then finally we'll sprinkle it with a little bit of parsley just for fun. Just like that, and like that. All right. And that is your zucchini boat. So now what we're going to do is transfer it over to the grill, and we're going to put this on indirect heat, and we're going to allow it to cook for the last 10 minutes of our salmon being cooked, okay? All right, let's see here. Ooh, that's perfect. Okay, so you know what? I'll use the upper racks this time. So we'll put them up here. Perfect. And right there. Perfect. Oh yeah, we're coming along. I think 10 minutes and we're gonna be good. All right, so let's close that baby up. Now, for the zucchini, what you're looking for is for all your cheese to be nice and melted and your zucchini boats to be nice and tender, but still a little bit firm there. And then of course, your salmon, we'll check back and we'll talk about cooking temps at that time, okay? All right, so I'm gonna say 10 minutes or so, okay? All right. I think we're about ready. Oh yeah, so it's been 10 minutes since we put the zucchini in, so that'll bring our total cooking time for our salmon to 20 minutes, all right? Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, I think we're good. Nice. Okay, so this is where our lemon halves come in. So we're gonna take our lemons, all right? If there's any seeds on there, just kind of get them out a little bit, just like that, okay? All right, and then we're gonna take our marinade once again, rub it, dip it, whatever, both sides like this. And if you have already guessed, we are going to grill these. So put them on the hot side to get some grill marks on there, and let's remove our food here. I need here, we'll use this. There, that there, okay. So, get our zucchini boats out. Look. Get the other one now. I'll show you how yummy they look. All right. Yep, they're still firm, but they're nice and tender. Oh, don't they look good? Oh, yes. Okay. All right, and then we're just going to remove our cedar plank salmon with a pair of tongs there. Check that out. Doesn't it look good? Oh yeah. And we're gonna leave our lemons on for just like a minute, 2 minutes, just to get some grill marks on there, okay? So why don't I plate all this up and I'll see you inside, okay? All right. Not too bad, huh?
Mm-hmm. Can we show it? Can we show it? All right. You ready? I'm gonna do the tip without dropping.
Yeah. Not bad, huh?
Not too
it
bad.
Makes it really.
It smells very
It's
good.
a nice presentation too, and
yeah.
That is how the lemon turned out. You just get a little bit of char marks on there, and if you squeeze it over your salmon, it has that smoky flavor to the lemon as well. It's really, really good. So, yeah, turned out. And the only as far as temperature goes, cook it to your liking. Some people do like salmon done. Rare. Yeah, rare.
Raw.
I tend to like mine pretty cooked all the way through, my salmon. So if you want it a little less done, like rare in the middle, just shave a few minutes off of the cooking time and you're good to go. Like it.
Mm-hmm.
You taste the cedar? Yeah.
And it's not bad.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, cedar's delicious with oh my gosh, with anything. Like I've done pork chops on cedar planks. They're so good. And I grilled vegetables on cedar planks too. They were very, very good. So good. Well, good. 2 thumbs up then. And you know what? As always, I will print, I'll make up a little thing with the recipe on it, and I'll put it over on social media so you can download the recipe and try it out yourself. And it was so funny, like, the garden, like, I'm getting stuff out of the garden every day now, right? And I got pretty much everything for the dish tonight out of the garden. Well, not the salmon. I mean, the fountain.
It was in the pond.
Yeah, it was. It's not that large.
Yeah.
But zucchini for sure. And I was like, oh, good. So I gave a couple away at work yesterday. We grilled this one, and as I was coming in, I glanced, and I'm like, I just picked 2 more. Look at that big one.
I don't know what the fuck.
We're gonna have so many zucchini. Well, that's the way it is. And I only planted 1 zucchini this year. Like,
they all come at once.
I mean, yeah, they do. But so I'm trying to get all my recipes: zucchini bread, zucchini pancakes, zucchini everything. I mean, you know,
Zucchini chocolate cupcakes.
yes. Those were good.
He has a really good recipe for zucchini chocolate cupcake. If it doesn't make it to a video, the recipe's got to make it to Facebook.
Okay,
At the very least,
yeah.
yeah.
It was even in the newspaper.
It was.
So maybe we'll do that sometime. But well, I hope you enjoyed that recipe. I hope you give it a shot yourself. I mean, it's really quite easy to do. It is.
It's good. I mean, I could have followed the directions for this, and I'm, you know, a home cook for it. But you know, you and I could have made cedar plank salmon. I think I could now. So.
Absolutely. Very good.
I approve as a non-professional.
Oh, good.
And as the royal taster. So
thank you. Ooh, we have salmon for dinner tonight. Ooh, and zucchini boats.
We do. Well, I'd call that a high note.
I would call that a high note too.
I would say so. Well, thank y'all for joining us indoors and out.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. Hit the notification bell on your way so you get alerts when we have new videos and when we go live. You can follow us on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Our email address and our contact information is all listed below as well.
Yes.
Thank you again. And I think I'll catch up with you tomorrow with a story time.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do story time tomorrow. So that'll be...
We have to do one, either it's Thursday or Friday.
I know, but I think it's going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
I think we'll do a story time. I haven't nailed it down yet, but I think that's what we'll do.
Cool.
So,
and I'm still working on my addiction and recovery story. That should be out pretty soon. And we have a really fun Mondays with Mark coming up. Yes, we do. And of course, as always, we are live Sunday at 6 o'clock. So join us, okay? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I had a blast. I hope you did too. And remember to stay safe and stay well. But above all else, stay positive, okay? All right. See you next time.
Bye.
Ciao.
Zucchini. Salmon.